If I go back to the very first time we had a discussion about mouth rinsing, this was in my office at the University of Birmingham many years ago. And we published the first study on mouth rinsing in 2004. Now, we had the discussion in my office before that. We were discussing a study that I had done where I had findings that I couldn't explain. We asked cyclists to ride a 40-kilometer time trial with a carbohydrate drink or with a placebo. And we saw that performance was improved by 1 minute. That's quite a lot for a 40-kilometer time trial. But I couldn't explain it because the time trial lasted only 1 hour. Carbohydrate was only ingested at the start of that time trial. And I did not expect that there was enough carbohydrate actually going into the body to result in a performance benefit. But we did see that performance benefit. So in my office, we started to think, what is the mechanism and how is it possible that we see this performance improvement? And in the office at the time were Professor David Jones and James Carter, who is doing a PhD on this topic. And we designed two studies. One was a study where we infused carbohydrate, and then a study with a mouth rinse. When we infused the carbohydrate or we infused the placebo, we did not see an effect. And that led us to believe that it must be something in the mouth, in the oral cavity, that senses the carbohydrate and sends a signal to the brain that then facilitates the exercise. So the second study we did was the mouth rinse study, where they performed the same 40-kilometer time trial with a carbohydrate mouth rinse or with a placebo. And this time we saw the same 1 minute improvement in 40-kilometer time trial performance. And that really was the start of it. Then many other people started to look into this, and now we have tens of studies showing the benefits of a carbohydrate mouth rinse.